Hey there, this is Tim Lloyd with Coldwell Banker. Today I'd like to take a minute to talk to those of you who are thinking about selling your home. You might be farther along in the process than others. This might be the first home you sold, it might be the 10th home you sold. Regardless, I think it's important that you sit down and determine what you need to do to help sell your home in the quickest possible time for the best possible price. Part of that equation is working with a realtor that can help you manage expectations realistically of where your house should be priced and what you need to do to get your house ready to sell. I know that sounds obvious, but all too often I'll meet realtors who will take on a listing with a seller that thinks, okay, well, I should be able to get X for my property even though there's nothing around that supports that value. Or the realtor talks to the seller and the seller says, gee, if I could get a certain amount of money for this, I would sell it. And the realtor says, well, you should be able to get that. We should put it on the market and see. Okay, there's a big difference between putting a property on a market at a certain time of an economic cycle or a market cycle just to see if it will sell for a price point that they aren't really expecting to get, but boy, if they can get it, fantastic. And I'm not saying that's not a realistic expectation. It can happen, but it's not real probable. The other part of that is the time that it takes for a seller to put a property on the market to keep your home ready to sell. If you're going to do open houses, take calls, private showing, does it really make sense if you're way off the price point of where you should be? It doesn't. So if you're looking to sell your home because you know that you're either going to be downsizing or you're moving to a bigger place or you're moving out of state or you're moving somewhere else in state, whatever the scenario is, if you truly have a reason to sell besides just dangling your property out there with the hopes that you might be able to get a price point that is not realistic, then I would love to have a conversation with you, because sitting down and having an initial consultation is what my goal is with any seller. If I met you on the street and you said, hey Tim, I know you're a realtor and I would like you to list my property, a lot of agents will say, well, hey, let's go back to the office and can write that contract for you right now to get that listing signed. I'm going to sit down and say, okay, well, when can we sit down and talk about what it is that you really want to accomplish? That's the goal. That should be your goal with any agent you talk to, is to sit down and make sure that your goals are realistic and you can manage the expectation accordingly. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I use that phrase, managing expectations. And it's something that I learned a long time ago in business. I was an entrepreneur. I also worked in corporate sales and marketing. And the one thing that I learned is you need to sit down, take a consultative approach, understand what the other party is looking to do, put yourself in their shoes, and then also figure out how to manage those expectations. It's what we do in everyday life. Okay, well with that, I would love to hear from you. My contact information will be on the screen at the end of this video. Feel free to call, text, email, all three, whichever you prefer, and we can set up a time to sit down and talk about what it is you're looking to accomplish in the sale of your home. Again, my name is Tim Lloyd. I'm with Coldwell Banker. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day.